Hello, everyone. I am back. Ooh. And I just got my adrenaline lowered from the earthquake in New Jersey this morning. Got the shopping done. Oh my god. Apparently, we've had several aftershocks. And they were all like in the 2.4, 2.2 kind of range. Now, I know that usually if it's something in the 2.5 range, probably not going to be feeling it on the surface. Obviously picked up on the machines. But 7.5 hours later at 5:59 this evening, just about an hour, a little over an hour ago, I'm sitting here again. Got done with the shopping, got everything put away, had something to eat, and in the same place again, 7.5 hours later, and I felt it again. I knew. I was talking to my upstairs neighbor. They're going to the store and she's going to pick me up some smokes. Figures! On the day I don't have smokes. And I haven't smoked in 3 weeks. But the original earthquake this morning at 10:24 was a 4.8. And I knew when I felt this last one a little over an hour ago, I was like, that is absolutely in the 3.5 range or more. That has to be. And the first one was about 35 seconds at a 4.8. This, it's so hard to estimate, time or stuff like that when you're in the middle of like a catastrophe or a crisis or whatever, an overload. But yeah, it was probably about maybe 12 seconds, I'm thinking. Not as long, not as rumbling, and not as loud, not as. The vibration wasn't as loud, if that makes any sense. I know sometimes I combine words or I use a word when it doesn't, because, yeah, but that's kind of. That's it. It felt loud. It felt big. And my sister texted us when I said, what? She goes, yeah, it was a 4. I was like, I knew it was over 3. I knew it had to be in the 3s. So, yeah, if you're California, New Mexico, you're like, ooh, what's the big deal? But, yeah, it's a big deal in New Jersey. I mean, seriously, I think it was like 1782 when, like, the last one of that strength of, like, the 4.8s have been around. Even the 4.0, like our last aftershock was. I was like, I was almost as close as the initial incident, people. No freaking aftershock. But, yeah, it's a crazy, crazy, crazy day. It's Friday, but it's not Friday the 13th. Oh my gosh, it's just wild. My adrenaline is all back up again. I just got it settled down after 7 hours. And feeling that, I was like, I could hear it too. I could feel it and I could hear it. You could hear like a rumbling. It was like thunder buried underground a mile. That's how it sounded. Like the biggest thunder rumble crack underground. It was weird. Such weird. I've never been in so close to an epicenter where you got halfway up the scale almost, and it is. So that's probably why I teared up at the last one, because after some of that goes down, it's a scary feeling, but it's a very impressive. See, it's bringing tears to my eyes again. It's a very impressive feeling, a very like deep respect for the earth when you feel that underground, that the earth is sighing, the earth is shifting position. It's like, wow. It was like scary, but at the same time it's like, wow. It took your breath away, and it wasn't all fear. It was just to feel that vibrating, look at me just crying, to feel that vibration just everywhere, seeing it even on the walls, it was just like very, very impressive. Definitely left a mark on me. Definitely left a mark on me. And that's not, like I said, the first aftershock I have felt, but I've always been much further from the epicenter. Of course, they were much bigger, like 7, 8 quakes, but I was a lot further away, but I still felt them. This one, man. And it was just a 4.8, and I was 15 miles from where it happened, which is just on the line of the epicenter, really. Um, it's hard. Even as a writer, it is so hard. Some things are just, even for us, it's hard to put into words. It's like describing a sunset to somebody who's been blind from birth and has no idea of colors, and trying to express the glorious majesty and incredible neonness of some sunsets to somebody who doesn't have any concept of color is so difficult to give them that same feel. And that's kind of how I'm finding it's a little difficult, more difficult than I imagined, to try to explain what the experience was like. It was just the power. I mean, just feeling that, and it wasn't just like something directly under, like an explosion under your, feet or your apartment or your building. It was all over, because I could see other people like looking around, feeling it too. Oh, I just looked out the window and I could see people starting to look out, after about 10 seconds, a tenth of the way through, a third of the way through, whatever. Yeah. So that was pretty wild. Now, I was just talking to the upstairs neighbor. We were chatting, and I asked her, if you guys happen to be going to the corner store this weekend, let me know if you could grab me, if you let me go with you. I got to grab some smokes, because after that, I kind of need them. Especially if we have another one during the night, let you feel. Because the adrenaline's just going to right through the roof, and I am not going to be back to sleep after that. I can guarantee that. I might as well just go take out the garbage and shit in the middle of the night if another one happens, because I won't be back to sleep. I will be so jazzed. I'm already wired. I was wired in the other videos, and it was finally coming down. And I was like, relaxed for me. And as you can see, I wasn't planning, because I don't have the other light on, to do a video, but I actually did a video real quick. I haven't looked at it yet. When it started, that second one you could feel. But I don't even know if you could see it in the video, because I put it on, it was not as dark as it is now, obviously. But yeah, I'll have to go check that out. But that was it's really wild, guys. It's just because I know people that get quakes often think, oh, big deal, you're all a buzz. The entire state is a flutter. Trust me, they felt it in Pennsylvania and New York and down in Washington, D.C., dude. Okay? I'm telling you, you felt it. I never expected to be nearly at ground zero practically. I practically am basically in the epicenter of a freaking earthquake in Jersey. What the? What's next? Icebergs in Texas and fire spouts in Minnesota? Forest fires in Alaska? Wow. An Alaskan winter? Wow. This has just been one bizarre day. Bizarre day. How long are these going to go on? It's like I have 2 geologists in the family. My brother's daughter and son are both geologists. And as soon as I got a hold of my sister phone, I lost phone connection earlier in the morning one. My cell phone, I had to reboot like 3 times before it would like find my network. Um, but as soon as I did that and made sure my case manager, who's taking me shopping later on, who took me this afternoon, as soon as I was done, I was on my to my niece and my nephew. Geologist, tell me what the hell's going on. This is New Jersey. It's 4.8. What was this going on? That's not supposed to happen. Tell me. Answer me. Because obviously they grew up out here, but as geologists and volcanists and things like that, those folks are moving rather often, not just within their own country. Sometimes they go where the shit's going. you know? But, yeah, crazy. Because my niece is all the way in Oregon. Oregon. And it's a beautiful place, Oregon. Um, and yeah, so just like, texting him, what's going on? You're the geologist, tell me. Because I've been like talking to my niece, telling her that I've been keeping up on Grindelwald, the eruptions and such. Because that's also geologists. It's also volcanists, but I mean, geologists have some knowledge of volcanoes. It's just a specialty of geology, really. Geology has to do with rocks in the earth, so duh. Yeah, just like, I have 2 geologists in the family. You can't tell me anything that's happening. Why? It's like, we're on the lesser edge of a tectonic plate, aren't we? Isn't like all the like big action supposed to be over there? Over there on the volcano area side, that's why the volcanoes are where all the tectonic plate action is, where all the big shit's going on. We're just on the lesser edge, okay? What the hell are we doing with a 4.8, 4.4? What the hell, dudes? God, is one gonna happen again tonight? Man, you think you have problems in your personal life until you wake up one morning and there's an earthquake in a place that earthquakes don't generally exist. So, or occur very strong. And then all of a sudden, all those other problems don't seem quite insurmountable because you're thinking, is that going to move any more? Is the Ramapo fault going to do anything more than this? Okay, well, peace out. Unless I'm videotaping in the dark, in the middle of the night, because we get more. Which I will do. But I'll put that light on. Crazy shit, guys. Crazy shit.